Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you the Champs news live at 3. So the new MLC has started, guys, so a lot to talk about there, from skill plates to tours and all that stuff. I'm not sure I will cover all of it today. We'll have to do some of it tomorrow. We're going to start off on the portal. There's a few changes of note on the spend event portion, so you'll want to pay attention to that. As usual, the starter thing here, pack, is usually pretty good value if you're in that price bracket. I'm not, but if you are, you're probably already know that, and you're doing your bonus stuffage there. Backstage Pass. I'm hearing it's different so far this month from what I've heard. I've heard a lot less MLC points. More like the first month when there was less MLC solo and more faction. And the coin shard range from the pictures I've seen has been very high. So a lot of people are either getting a lot of coin and very few shards, or a lot of shards or very few. Right now, I think I am not going to get it as of right now. I may change my mind like I have in the past. But I overspent a little bit for me on zombies because I like zombies. So I'm reeling it back in a bit this month. So for me, I think I'm going to pass. I do think the value is still pretty solid. For some people, this might be the only way you can max the MLC. So I understand that. And generally, the Backstage Pass has been pretty good value. I'm going to kind of wait and see how it plays out this week and next week before I make a decision for myself. But it's still there. And from what I've seen, though, it looks more like month 1 than month 2 to this point, as far as what it's paying out. So keep that in mind. Let's see, we got the mini loot special. It's not terrible for $5, $250 for the coin, 500,000. You can double dip on the portal reward, so if you want to do $5, all right, maybe not that bad. Yeah, this is just, what do we got here? This looks more just like a level up pack, I guess is what I would call it. You get some coin, TP, tokens. Generally not a fan of these personally. The coin amount is nice, but I don't really... the tokens aren't too hard to get these days compared to what they have been in the past, at least for me. So I'm fine waiting on getting them. I guess if you're short tokens and this is your price range, okay, but I think there's better value out there for you. There's all the different starter packs. If you don't want to have to blitz a ton first week, like it's been for a while, you have to buy one of these two, either the $19.99 or the $29.99. I've been getting the $19.99. I don't know which one I'm going to get yet. Typically, I decide after I do my previews, and most likely that'll be the case again this time, so I'm not sure. I will get one of them because I don't want to do 65 or 61 normal blitzes. It's worth $20 to me to not do that, with the other stuff you get as well. But that's up to you totally. I've never bought the $100 one. To be honest, it looks like it's a pretty good deal if I was going to spend $100. There's a lot to like here, from the coins and TP to the Booker at 4-star right out the gate, to all the extra like turnbuckles, solo points, and that sort of thing. I was talking in chat with chat on Twitch earlier, and universally the top two things as far as value spending money in the game was the strap up pass was number 1, and one of the two 19 or 29.99 starter packs were the other for most people. That was pretty universal across the board, is the best value in the game. The Backstage Pass has been really good value for people too, so keep that in mind. This is 10 loot coins for $20, 2 million coins, 200 TP, 300 solo contest points. Actually, that's a pretty solid pack of pulls with bonuses. So if you wanted to do a few pulls, this would probably be a good pick for someone that says, hey, I want to do a few pulls and scratch that itch. I'm not saying to buy it or not buy it, but I do think at $19.99 with the 2 million coin and double dipping on the spend event, you're getting pretty decent value out of that. This is another one of those like build your roster ones, so not so much there. This launch special, Oh, this has, so let's compare this to the top 99 one that we looked at first. 20 Stacy shards, 1,000 prize wall coins, 15,000 solo points, 36 pulls, 500 TP, 10 million coin. I think that looks better than what was in here. This gave you some keys, same amount of pulls, 50 Evo tokens, blitz turnbuckles, 100 Stacy shards. So I guess it depends what you're chasing. Do you want 100 Stacy shards, or do you want 20 and 10 million coin? I could see a case for either one, to be perfectly honest. So they're kind of similar, I guess. So whatever there. This is the Booker T Harlem Heat 4-star bronze for $20. You also get 5 million coin and 1,000 TP for $20. That's not terrible at all. That's a lot of coin and TP for 20 compared to the pulls. Like, I think this is better value than pulls, to be perfectly honest, because you know what you're getting here. Pulls, you may get nothing to show for it. So this is a really nice double dip fuse point. I don't mind seeing these offers at all, even if I don't get it. I don't think I'll get this one, but by the time you get this and then double dip on the portal event right here, which we'll take a look at, and then I'll go back to the offers, you're going to get that 5 million coin and then another 4 million coin. So you're looking at 9 million coin, 3 Stacy shards, and a legendary strap high bonus chance for that $20. That's actually not too shabby. And here's the change I was talking about. It was 5 and 5 on the shards. It's now 3 and 5. So they did lower the shards down a little bit in the milestone rewards. Nothing worth, throwing your arms up and being freaked out about or anything. But it is worth noting a few less shards in these early 3 milestones. By a few, I mean 2. So not the end of the world. J-Tone, thank you for the follow. Back to the offers. So where were we at? We were there. So yeah, not bad value there. These are just your regular pricing. Stay away from those. No bonus stuff, unless you for some reason want to do a million pulls. You're not getting anything extra. These are the ones that are up all the time now, which are pretty interesting. This one, especially because, so this is 100 for 20 million coin and 2,000 TP. That seems way better to me than the roster booster one, with 10 million coin and 500 TP in the tokens, and then a few medals. So if you're going to do that, this is a much better resource pack, I think, in my opinion. Going down to here, free claim for a 3-star bronze Harlem Heat Booker. If you still don't have him for some reason at this point, you get him free. So, hey, can't be mad about a free card ever. And then this bag, which might not look that exciting here, is really awesome. We're going to claim that, and I'll talk about more about that when we get to the game. Really, really good bag, potentially, for a lot of people, including myself. Don't forget to do your free daily reroll today. I believe mine is on cooldown still. Yep, so we'll see it tomorrow. This would have been great if I was still chasing Charlotte, as Steph is bonus points. That would have been 4,000 easy points. And we already looked at the spend event. I talked about the few small changes there. So let's go over to the game. We're going to talk Backstage Pass, maybe a little bit more, skill plates, and that kind of thing. And hopefully I don't forget to talk about everything I want to today, because there's a lot going on. Okay, let's first, you can see the game has reset. So we'll just, might as well see if I get a good reroll here. Come on, 6 times. 4 times is fine too. Chat was just saying I want coins, forget the Stacy shards. I'm with them too, actually. Let's take a look at that potential egg thing. Oh, and I have a raid going on in the middle of recording the news. So thank you for the raid, Ven. Super appreciate it. Ven Corbin with the raid of 8. Welcome, Raiders. Hopefully you had a great stream. Back to the news. I'll hit you guys after I'm done recording the news. So here's the bag. Let's take a look at that bag. Hopefully, if you are watching this, you took advantage of some double Tapjoy. That's what the offer completes are there for Tapjoy. But let's take a look at this bag, because it's kind of exciting, I think. Right here. So this bag, and I'm really excited about these steamboat shards because I believe this is every day. Um, and I want to say I'm about 500 shards from Steamboat, so that's pretty dope. Either way, these are two very good cards. This is one of the best coaches in the game in Hollywood Hogan, super useful. And Steamboat, super, super good acrobat. So anything that gets you closer for free is amazing. And then you got the Gooker egg. If you get that, you're going to get the gobbledygooker out of that. So really cool bags. Props to Scopely on the free bag giveaway this month. Let's open this and see what I get. I'm excited about this. That's perfect. 25 dragon shards. I will take that every time. I guess I'm farther away than I thought. I thought I was like 400. I'm like 1,000. But I think that's awesome. I will happily take that. Oh, I guess Eddie's the daily login. That's pretty cool. So that's really cool. Big fan of that this month. All right, so that takes care of that. Let's check the store out here. And we're going to stop when we get to the choose your skill plate. Here's the Backstage Pass if you want the pretty pictures, which is sometimes easier to see than on the portal. Again, I would buy it on the portal and double dip, better value. These are some of the offers for the loot. I like the portal ones quite a bit more for the most part if you're going to get them. This is the 10 million one, so this one is on the portal and you could double dip this exact one. And this jumpstart packs, again, better off getting them on the portal if you can. That pack was there too. Step up packs, if you're worried about your MLC points, 3,000 for $3 is a decent value with a pull. The value gets less as you go. You end up getting Keebler shards in them as you go. I think this is more for stretch goals, spending goals for people wanting to recruit Stacy than anything. I'm not too worried about MLC at this point. Maybe I'll get that later. Don't forget to do your free daily claim here. And let's get to the, a couple things. So, cost went up for some of the items in the prize, well, all the items mostly in the prize wall, most of them. But before, the big noticeable one for a lot of people is this one, kind of doubled in price. Before you get really upset though, the MLC maxing it, they increased the coin count by like 12 million and the TP by like 2,000. So it's kind of a wash. You're getting more in the regular one, and if you have some of those extra prize wall coins like you've had in the past, this one is much better overall. So even if it looks worse, it's actually not, so not worth getting upset about there. Skill plates. The blog originally stated 19. That was inaccurate. It was changed to 18. When it went live with 19. You probably saw the 19th one. Not the end of the world. There are still lots of good plates in here to choose from. We'll talk about them really quick. Simpsons with the raid of 5. Thank you for the raid, Simpsons. I'm in the middle of the news. Welcome, Raiders. I will get with you as soon as I'm done with the news. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm going to try to go over who a lot of these plates are good on, which ones I think are really good value and that sort of thing. I may miss some of them. Chat's going to try and help me out, so I may come back to them. Aftershock is good on head of the table, Roman. Earthquake, if he uses green and red build, it's pretty good on. Bad Attitude is good on like Seth. I use it on Gooker. Eternal Positivity is amazing on Alpha. Absolutely love that on Alpha. That's a clutch plate for him. Helps him a ton. That key comes to mind right away. Big E, if you're spamming the gem spam build, it's really good on. General's Orders is good on a lot of people actually, and not always directly seemingly so. They don't have to have red and yellow. This is good on Earthquake for his blast build. I actually have this equipped on a ton of people, and I'm drawing blanks on some of them, which is frustrating right now because I actually talked about it earlier. Glowing Phantom's amazing on Hall of Fame. Piper, it's also really good on Cesaro with this Hellsteel build. General's Orders on like Walter as well. Heavy Machinery I use on Otis. It's also really good on Adam Cole. anyone actually that needs green and can run short, gives you the option to break yellow and catch them. Glowing Phantom you can use on Zombie Black if you're worried about recycle with the finisher, things like that. Time once again is great on Cesaro, who a lot of people have if you're doing his silence build especially. It's actually super good on Zombie Austin for recycling. Not that he needs it too much, but that makes him a recycling machine. So that's worth noting. And again, anyone using yellow, it just gives you other outs to hit purple, other than just yellow. So it's definitely helpful. Honky Tonk Blues, this is probably a big one right now. If you have a strap for Charlotte that can equip a plate, this is amazing on IOW Charlotte. And then Steamboat Dragon, this is by far a huge game-changing plate on Steamboat Dragon. Those two come to mind right off for this one. It's also great for Kofi, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for his buff move. I don't have Kofi, but I think a lot of people use this to run the buff move with him. I could be wrong about that, but I believe that is correct. Godfather's Mojo is really only good on Godfather. You just need one. Don't get this one. And it's seemingly not very rare. What the Rock is Cooking is pretty rare. Useful on Booker T for sure. And I'm sure that I know there's a bunch of others for this one that I'm not going to thinking about right now. Smoke Plate is good on RVD. Eddie. Oh boy. And I'm drawing blanks there, so I may come back to those too. DX Army Assault, ton of people use on China. The thing to know about these plates, guys, is they don't activate unless you do a gem swipe. That may not be forever. If it ever gets changed to where it works on moves, I think these plates are going to be really, really game-changing and amazing. For now, they have very situational use. Mostly, they're helpful on kicking out of moves. For the most part now. Oh yeah, Smoke Plate also works on Bailey. Thank you, Howie. So that's a really good, solid one for Bailey. Sean Showstopper, I don't know if there's anyone I can think of right off the top that I have this equipped on. Shock the System, like a lot of times too, guys, these are good showdown plates. If you're not charging your moves without a swipe, these are good in showdown, but not so much for feud. Shock the System, anyone you're trying to load a yellow in showdown. I've people that run triple yellow on like Bradshaw, I know equip this and like it. So there's that. I'm not a big Sid's Powerbomb plate fan. Some of the bigger Power Gem users you could technically use it on. I think other plates are better in its place though. So I'm not a fan of that one. Kids Lightning, I have on my Striker Sasha, who I like that on quite a bit. Viper Strike, I've seen people run this on Orton before, and there's other places you can run it. Again, these ones right now I'm just not a huge fan on. Shock the System on MVP, that's a pretty good call out. I know a lot of people do a Hurt Business tag link with, I believe, MVP and Shelton quite a bit too for Showdown, so that's a good shout. Viper on Beth, I'm hearing, another good shout out. Beth Phoenix. Okay, there you go. Twilight Ritual, I think a lot of people might have used to use this on, I want to say Zombie Black, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of people on Zombie Black in Showdown. These are generally Showdown plates, so anyone primarily needing green or red, that could be good on, or yeah, like 3 or more blue. So blue to green, anyone blue and green. If it ever worked on moves, this would be amazing on Sean. Not that he really needs the help, but for sure. Viper's Plate works on Memrock too, chat is saying. So this is a group effort here. Thank you, chat. At some point, I kind of would like to do a plate breakdown on these this month to be a little more comprehensive and prepared. Hopefully that helps a little bit short term, since you probably are going to rush to make your decision, but this isn't going away anytime soon. And do notice it's one-time offer, so you can't take 2 of the same plate this month, it looks like, unless they refresh it at the end of the month when the faction one drops. I don't know how that's going to work for sure yet. We'll see. Don't forget to claim your expiring prize wall stuff. Use those. People actually did ask what I was getting on these, so I guess I can show you guys. Not that it's probably super exciting. I picked up Mankind Shards because I have Rhea and Edge. I bought all of these. These for 5 I felt like were a spectacular value. Super happy with those and how that turned out. I did get 1 anti-bleed, 1 stun, and then some keys to finish it off. We talked, don't forget to spend your zombie prize wall coins, and we talked about the new prize wall. So I think that's it for there. We'll cover tours tomorrow because this video's went long enough. And let's look at the loot real quick because I know everyone likes seeing that. Boy, there's a lot. Okay. I need to take a drink of water. So 41 pulls on this cash loot. This is, I believe, the same one that I've done a bajillion pulls to get closer to my JBL. I think it's the same one. I'll double check it here. Featured 1.4, common, okay. Featured is pretty decent so far. Shamrock's not super rare. Vince isn't. Those are okay. It's getting grosser. Yeah, not real great on the featured with the percentage, to be perfectly honest. Super rare is okay. Very rare looks better depending how many are in there. Very rare is not super terrible. But mostly this kind of loot on this particular one, I think the value is in the common area where there's just commons like this. So if you're relatively close to these guys, in my opinion, that's when you pull on these guys. Otherwise, I would say wait for a different cash loot. Unless you're chasing and are close on shards to one of these guys, then it's a good one. And by close, you know, like within 100 shards, or you want to just get closer. Otherwise, save your cash for a different one. Seth Rollins loot, this is the same as his debut loot, so it's not real hot. I actually looked at this last night for someone on Discord. The featured is pretty low at 1.66, and the featured part isn't actually too bad. The shards are mostly okay. They're a little low at 100 on most of them, but they're pretty decent. A lot of Seth in there, and the spread of cards actually isn't too bad. So if you were missing like most of these at 1.66, okay, that might not be bad, but that is a really low percentage, so do keep that in mind. Mega Rare has like Ricochet in it, so Charlotte, so you know, for these two, for the 3% it's not good in my opinion. Then scrolling down, super rare at 6% is just downright kind of gross, really. Very rare, yeah. There are Seth shards here, so if you're close to Seth, maybe. But unless you're really close to Seth, I say I would wait for a different loot this month and spend your money there. He's not even in the commons here. Maybe if you're close to Miz and like within 50 or something and you just can't wait, sure. Otherwise, spend your money on a different loot is what I'm getting at. Boogeyman, cash loot, 62 pulls is a ton. So that's a lot of pulls. That's double the normal amount. So the featured is really going to be more like 2% in comparison. Let's see what's in here. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of really common guys in the featured. Imagine hitting a 1% featured, 1 in 100, and pulling Demon Valor. I mean, that's just painful. So I'm going to say, even though it's 62 pulls, we got to look at the common. Oh, and this one is, so this is Mega Rare is still really bad. Okay, never mind. I won't get super excited because of the odds. Oh, 1, 2, 3 kid in here. Still 2%, so not amazing. Very rare. Oh, yeah, not so much. I'm not feeling this. Let's check the commons. If there's someone you need in the commons, okay. You got 6. It's all shards. If you're close to a couple of these, so much the better. But you do have Nia Jax shards in there, which is a big turnoff for everyone on the planet. If you're close to Boogie, okay, because you're getting 62 pulls, I'd say go for it. Otherwise, again, I would say wait for a cash event to do these. Generally is better value. And then let's check out the kickoff loot. I haven't even seen this one yet, so let's take a look at the loot. 2.88% featured, not terrible. Super rare and rare, pretty high percentages. Hollywood, Steamboat, Lacey's really rare. Okay, this one's not terrible so far. I don't like Slick Rick or Volkov in there, although they could be a lot more common than there. Oh, Adam Cole's in there. I don't know how much longer he'll be around. Slick Shards. Yeah, it's... Boy, there's a lot of shards. Okay, that's a lot of stuff in there. So if you're trying to get anyone specific, that's likely not going to happen. There's just the pool is huge, so keep that in mind. Next step down, 12.54%. Still got Black in there. Hawk is awesome. Stroman's a useful trainer. Not sure how much longer we'll see him too. Andy's actually kind of a sleeper card. And my cats are going berserk in the background, having funs like cats do. A lot of shards again. Rare, 26%. Asuka's in there. I know a lot of people want her for a trainer, but... Oh, Asuka's in the commons. Probably not weighted well, but that's certainly worth mentioning. That she's in the commons. And Sid's in there. Pretty, actually, JBL. Okay, so this is a pretty China. This is a really good common pool, actually. One of the better ones. I mean, there's obviously weighted different. But still, that being said, Drew, that's a really good common pool. So I do like the common pool. Shards aren't terrible for a common pool either, I suppose. So that's not bad. It's okay. It's not bad. For the kickoff loot especially, it's not bad. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't love it. I don't hate it. Seth one I don't like at all, personally. JBL one, unless you're close, I would just wait. And Boogeyman, unless you're chasing Boogie, I would just wait for a cash event. So that's my take on the loots for now, guys. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll talk about tours, blitz, and that stuff, because we're already almost 30 minutes in, and this is a long news. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about the skill plates. If you think it's worth a video with a breakdown on the plates in there, I can kind of do a better job. It's really hard to stay on task with this without, like... sheets or something to look at, graphics on the screen. That makes it a lot easier. So thanks for watching, guys, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Other than that, good luck out there.